So we're back once more, and as I said last time, we're going to talk about the mech, Painboys, and Mad Dog Grotznick. So without further ado, let's get into it. So the mech, basically, he's a toned down version of your big mech, essentially. So movement 5, weapon skill 3, ballistic skill 5, strength 4, toughness 4, 3 wounds, 2 attacks, 6 leadership, and a 6+ save. It also comes with a Grot Oiler, like the big mechs, basically meaning that he can give a +1 to any repair roll he makes. Same type of equipment. He comes armed with a slugger chopper and stick bombs. You can give him a kill saw if you want that sort of power claw type thing. Abilities. Here we go, Mob Roar. And then mechanic. So the big mech could do D3 repairs. A mechanic can only do 1 repair, basically. And other than that, that's it. It's just a mech. Nothing super special really to write home about them. You know, good if you're going to be taking a lot of vehicles. It's nice to have one running around, but be aware that, you know, if you're taking a mech, then you have to ask yourself the question, why aren't you taking a big mech if you've got lots of vehicles on the field? You know, preferably a big mech on a bike, running around repairing stuff, essentially. Are they worth taking if you don't want to take a big mech? Yes, but bear in mind you'll be repairing less wounds, but you'll be spending less points, so that's something you'll have to find out really whether it's worth doing it or not. So we've got to talk about the Painboy. The Painboy comes in 2 different flavours. You've got your standard Painboy and your Painboy in a war bike. So for the normal Painboy, movement 5, weapon skill 3+, ballistic skill 5+, strength 5, toughness 4, 4 wounds, 4 attacks, leadership 6, and a 6+ save. So Painboy is a single unit that comes armed with an Urti syringe and a power claw, and may be accompanied by a Grot Orderly. So, power claw, you know all about. You know, we've talked about it. ×2 strength, -3 AP, D3 damage, and when attacking, subtract 1 from your hit roll. So, really, you're hitting on 4s. To be able to actually hit anything. Your Urti syringe always wounds target on your roll of 2, strength user, no AP, 1 damage. Not really much to write home about, except we've got access to a power claw now. So that's strength 5 for attacks, essentially. So that's strength 10 for attacks. It's not bad. But as usual, and has pretty much been the same throughout all editions, you don't want your Painboy to be in close combat. The role of your Painboy is to be there to heal your troops and units. So, Grot Orderly, basically you can re-roll your dice if you fail. You know, determining if the surgery is successful, basically. So it's essentially a re-roll it gives you. And then of course you've got the Doc's tools. So roll a d6 each time a clan infantry or clan biker unit loses a wound within 3 of any clan Painboys. On a 6, that unit does not lose that wound. Again, nothing, you know, which is the same from last edition, but again, still having that ability to be able to save your boys and roll a 6 is better than it sounds. Trust me, it's a lot better than it sounds, and it can save a lot of your boys. It's unbelievable how many boys you can save just on that. So the other Painboy is basically Painboy in a war bike. Is exactly the same really, except he's got a movement of 14 because he's on a bike. Not too much to write home about him there, essentially. And then finally, Mad Dog Grotznick. This is where he got put, because he's no longer a HQ choice. So, Mad Dog Grotznick. Movement 5, weapon skill 2+, ballistic skill 5+, 5 strength, 5 toughness, 4 wounds, 4 attacks, 8 leadership, and a +4 save. So, Mad Dog Grotznick comes armed with a slugger, a power claw, and an earthy syringe. Unfortunately, it's not a true power claw, but there you go. So, it comes with Doc's tools, so again, roll of a 6, the unit does not lose it. It also comes with a super cyborg body. So each time this model loses a wound, on a roll of a d6, on a roll of a 5 or a 6, the wound is not lost. It's not bad. And then, of course, his infamous rule, which is 1 scalpel short of a med pack. If at the start of a charge phase there are no friendly orc infantry units within 3, he will attempt to charge the nearest enemy unit. If there is one within 12, he will do this even if he has advanced or fallen back this turn. But he will not if he is within already one of enemy unit. So basically, if he's not with orc infantry, he's just basically going to charge off somewhere, essentially. As usual, Mad Dog Grotznick he's an interesting character. Basically, I describe him as a souped up pain boy. The only problem is as you saw there, he will charge off. But now you've basically got to have orc infantry babysitting him so that he doesn't charge off, which is not bad. More points. You get the cyborg body, so you can use him in combat. So again, with a power claw, it'll be strength 10, 4 attacks. Again, not bad. But I'd rather have a pain boy doing what he does for less points, and to do damage there are better units. The whole reason for pain boys is you use them to save your boys on that roll of the d6. So on that, that's the pain boys and the mech covered, really. Next time we'll be talking about the boys and the Gretchen and the Runt Herder, which is now an individual character rather than going with the Gretchen unit. But so yeah, that'll be a quick video on the boys and Gretchens.